Hello guys, welcome to this channel Learn to Tech, and today we are on password recovery, and here we have our router, we have our laptop, we have a connection with console cable. So let's go to the command line interface, go to terminal, okay, and this is our command line interface. Would you like to enter initial configuration dialog? No. Let's check if we have any configuration. Show running configuration. Here we don't have. Let's configure this router. Config terminal. Host name. LAN for tech. Enter. Let's set a password. Enable secret. Our password is Cisco. Enter. Let's add the IP address to interface G0/0/0 IP address 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. No shut. So, okay. Let's save this configuration, copy, run, start. Sorry, do copy, run, start. Yes. So let's go back and check our configuration. Show run. And here we have our host name is Learn for Tech. Our secret enable password, this one encrypted. And we have our interface IP 192.168.1.1. So let's go to our password recovery procedure. And before we proceed with password recovery, we'll take a look at the configuration register. Show version to check our configuration register. And here, configuration register is 0x2102, which means it's a normal boot, a default configuration register settings. And we have another register, 0x2120, is boot into ROM monitor. And we have another register, 0x2142, which means ignore the content of NVRAM. So currently we have this, means that we are on normal boot. So let's start our procedure for password recovery. Imagine exit, enable password. Imagine I've forgotten this password. Enable, I cannot access my configuration. So I have to recover the password or to reset the password in order to access my configuration. So the first thing is to power on. Let's power off and power on our router. On physical, zoom in. So we'll power off this router and then power on, and then we press Control and C key for packet tracer. But if you are using Qt, you normally do press Control break. So for packet tracer, let me open our command line interface in parallel with our router physical. So I've just powered on and press Control C. Now we are on ROM prompt. So what we do first thing is we configure 0x2142 to ignore the startup configuration and reset or reload. So we have to ignore the startup configuration. So config, this is our first command, config register or config 0x2142. You enter. Then our second command, we do a reset, and we wait it for it to reboot. So would you like to enter the initial configuration? No. Let's enable. So we have bypassed the password, but let's see our configuration show run. We don't have the initial configuration we configured for this, because we have bypassed and we are in a startup. So what we do, we check, or we restore our startup configuration, copy the startup configuration, copy it into running configuration. Yes. As you can see now, we have a change. Our first host name was router, but now we have restored our startup configuration, and our host name is Learn for Tech. Now let us reset the password, config terminal, and enable secret is Matosh. Is our new password. We enter, and then in a global global configuration mode, we configure a configuration register back to a default by entering config register. Let's enter our default, because when you do your show version, we have 0x2142. It means that we have ignored it means we have ignored the content of the NVRAM. So let's go back to the normal configuration or normal register. And what we do in the global configuration, we type this command, config register 0x2142. sorry, 2102. Config register 0x2102. You enter and exit. Now we copy the running configuration into start because we have changed our password. Yes. Now let us reload. We have to reboot the router using the reload command to see the secret password is changed to the one we have just configured. So we tap reload and wait. Enter, enable. Now let's log in again with the new password. As you can see, we are good. Let's show run. This is our host name, our password, and we still have our configuration for the this interface. What we have just changed or reset is the password. So this is a simple way to reset Cisco router or switch password. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Welcome to Learn for Tech.